Jeffrey Epstein was spotted in Tel Aviv, Israel, and we need to talk about it. A lot of people are saying this is AI, and we're going to go through a few things. I also want you to make up your own minds and tell me in the comments what you think after all said and done. But definitely don't forget to like this video and subscribe. First of all, this picture being taken while Epstein was in motion walking does help with the fact that it could be AI, and the walking motion could help blur any imperfections of the AI. At the same time, it really does have the sullenness on this cheek down, like there's a little indentation. It's a little bit darker here in real life versus the AI, possibly AI image. Also, the marionette lines are the same, you know what I mean? And of course, if you're in hiding, you're going to grow your hair out. You're going to try to look inconspicuous. You're going to try to look unrecognizable. But at the same time, if you didn't want to be noticed, why would you be on the streets with armed security with little spiral things in their ears going down the back? Like, obviously, you're going to be looked at. People are going to notice this guy who's clearly walking around with security, right? I mean, you can see that these guys in their ears, they have spiral things going down the back of their neck, going down their clothes. So they're connected at the ear to somebody, and they're obviously on either side of this guy, whoever this guy is, and talking to him. They're with him. Could they really be his security? That's exactly what it looks like. And here are two real pictures of Epstein alive and Epstein dead. However, the ears are very interesting. Ears are kind of like fingerprints, and these ears are different, straight up. Also, the nose is different. Did he get a reverse nose job after death? That's not really how that works. Let's watch a little video and talk about it after.
The Epstein files contain a viral 4chan post from an anonymous individual who claims they witnessed seeing Epstein wheelchaired out of his cell on the night he passed away. Here's the 4chan post, and as you can see, it was uploaded the morning Epstein passed away. It says, "Not saying anything after this. Please don't try to dox me, but last night after the 4:15 count, they took him medical in a wheelchair, front cuffed, but not one triage nurse said they spoke to him." Next thing we know, a trip van shows up. "We do not do releases on the weekends unless a judge orders it." Next thing we know, he's put in a single man cell and hangs himself. Here's the thing, the trip van did not sign in, and we did not record the plate number, and a guy in a green dress military outfit was in the back of the van according to the tower guy who let him through the gate. You guys, I am shaking right now, but I think they might have switched him out. Now take a look at the numbers up top right there. As you can see, the exact same post, word for word, was uploaded with the Epstein files. The numbers right there are the exact same as well. The SDNY took this post very seriously. They opened up an investigation to find out who the guy was that made it a day after it was posted. He's been identified as Roberto Grijalva, an MCC officer who worked at the jail Epstein passed away in. His name was revealed in his banking records as part of the SDNY's grand jury filing. His name also appears in other Epstein files involving interviews relating to this prison, but it's been confirmed he worked there when Epstein passed away. Separately, and this part is 100% confirmed, Epstein's body was removed from his cell and taken to a hospital. This means crime scene investigators and the medical examiner did not examine the body in place.
Okay, so the medical examiner didn't even see Epstein on site in his cell. They saw Epstein when Epstein's body was delivered to the examination room. They didn't actually see the crime scene. Interesting. Could it be that this body wasn't at the crime scene at all? It was just delivered to the medical examiner? And if so, who is this guy? Well, it looks like a skinnier version of this guy. And do you know who this guy is? That's Tony Rodham, Hillary Clinton's brother. He died 2 months before Epstein died. So Epstein died August 10th, 2019, and Tony Rodham died 2 months prior, June 7th, 2019. But how did he die? Interestingly enough, no one knows. Wow. Yeah, he was 64 years old. That's very young to die, and no one knows why. And there were no reports that came out as to what he was doing prior to his death. I mean, he could have been losing weight prior to his death. He could have been someplace where he was being forced to lose weight as well because there was a plan going on, you know? And nothing was really said about him, even by Hillary, other than after his death, she said that he was very generous and kind. Wow. Okay. Why would the Clintons do this, though? I mean, they were mentioned the most in the Epstein files out of anyone. Yeah. Actually, Bill Clinton was referred to as some of the surviving women who were describing what happened on the island as the number one client. Imagine being the number one client on this island. And Hillary was mentioned in some of these recordings of the women's statements as saying she wasn't into schmexuality as much as she was into torture. She liked to... Yeah. They had every reason to try to prevent these files from coming out. They also had every reason to silence the women and the children who grew up and spoke out against this, who survived. And they also had a reason to be a part of a mass cover-up. They partied together a lot. The Clintons really thought of Epstein as fam. Well, I guess they treated him better than fam, because we saw what happened to their actual fam. Could it be that Hillary Clinton's brother was maybe kidnapped, forced to lose weight, something? Maybe he was on a weight loss journey before he died, who knows? But there isn't anything said about the prior months to his death, and there isn't anything said about how he died either. Here's him right here, and he does look like Epstein if Epstein gained a lot of weight, right? And then you look at these pictures up here, and it clearly isn't the same guy. I mean, look at this picture. He's got a little bit more of a curvature on his nose. You can see right here, he's got a little bit of a curve to his nose going on. And Epstein didn't have that curvature, but Epstein did. Now let's talk about what happened on the night of Epstein's death, because as we all already know, and if you didn't know, I'm going to tell you now, the few minutes leading up to the death and during the death mysteriously were missing from the surveillance footage. They had been deleted. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. The Department of Justice came out and said that Epstein may still be alive and could have been switched out of his prison cell that he reportedly took his own life in, right? Surveillance footage from the night of Epstein's death, while it was deleted during that certain part, it does show orange-colored shape moving through the locked tier where his cell was located, going up the stairs. He could have been escorted by somebody, but there definitely was an orange jumpsuit that was moving in this video that can be seen for a brief moment. So let's look at that. Yeah, suspicious. But now let's talk about this actual picture of Epstein. Is this AI? Well, if you see at the corner opposite of me, there's a little star. And that is supposed to show that this is an AI generated photo. However, what if somebody actually did take this picture of him and it started circulating and they had to get it off the internet, but since it had already circulated a little bit, they had to place this AI emblem over the photo to get us arguing with each other. It's AI. No, it's not AI. Yes, it is AI. You know what I mean? They just want us arguing with each other instead of facing the facts, maybe. Like, who knows? But that could be what's going on. I mean, it's very easy to put this emblem over anything. I could do it on any one of my videos or pictures. This is a very easy emblem to just put on a picture or even a video and claim it's AI, right? And much more involved conspiracies have happened. Much weirder things have happened. But again, if he's trying to be inconspicuous and not be seen in public, then why is he walking around like this? I mean, this would draw attention. And to that, I say this. This person is connected to monarchs, the richest people on earth, world leaders, top officials in Israel, top officials in government in the US. He is connected to the most powerful people on the planet. Not just some of them, a lot of them. A lot of them. A lot of them who have every reason to protect him, every reason to make sure that those files are never seeing the light of day, that things are protected that they haven't gotten a hold of in the DOJ. He is the one that they need to make sure is protected and survives, even. Because if he's dead, he can't control all of the little people that came to his island and all of the people that he was connected to. He was the one that was the center of it all. He has to remain alive. So wouldn't they be protecting him? And if this does seem to be real and turns out to be real, what are you going to do about it? Nothing. You're not going to do anything because you can't do anything. The people in control are the ones who would do something, and they are the ones that want to keep him protected. So nothing would happen. It's basically like they're laughing in our faces because it's true. If this is him in Tel Aviv, Israel, what are you going to do about it? No one's going to do anything. After 7 years, why not come out of hiding? What are you going to do about it? Let me know what you think about this in the comments. And as always, give it a like. I am making more videos throughout the week and posting them, so you'll be seeing a lot more of me now. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.